going on, guys? MariK here, back with another Dragon Ball Super video. Today, Bandai has revealed the secret rares for Set 12, and honestly, I'm kind of confused of the way they did it. Instead of revealing to us each character as kind of a spoiler, and then kind of, the more likes or shares or whatever, they'll reveal more of the card text. This time around, they've revealed more or less all of the card text, the battle power, the level, everything except for the character traits and the art itself. So we don't exactly know who the cards are, but we can pretty much speculate based on their card text. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check this shit out. So first up, we've got the secret rare for blue. Looks like an 8 cost, 40,000. They all look like they're about 40,000. The blue one, kind of hard to tell. I'm going to go ahead and say, let's see, we got ultimate, double strike, either dual attack or triple attack. I'm going to say dual attack because the text box looks a little smaller. Auto says, when this card attacks, your opponent reveals their hand. You choose one card from their hand with an energy cost of 7 or less. Place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Then your opponent draws one card. I mean, you get to rip a card out of your opponent's hand, and you get to choose what it is. So it's not terrible, and you can rip away whatever card can make or break the game for them. Especially for you to be playing a card that 8 costs. Looks like it's probably a specified blue of 5. Let's activate battle for 4 blue energy. Says if your leader card is blue, all of your energy is mono blue, and your opponent has 4 or more energy. Play this card from your hand. So, okay, so we're basically going, hey, here's a giant secret rare. Play it for half of its cost. If you do, choose all your opponent's battle cards and return them to their owner's hands. So, you're getting 4 damage out of this attack. You're getting to play it on turn 4. And you're getting to wipe their board. Now, granted, you're wiping their board, resetting them, but that's a lot of combo power in their hand, too, depending on how many cards you're bouncing back. Now, it doesn't target Unison cards, though, so that leaves your Unison cards relatively safe, at least from this card, anyways. So, I don't know. It's not too overwhelming. Bouncing everything does kind of suck. It's just a big reset button, but for the most part, it's all right. I think, honestly, the bigger advantage is just getting to see everything in your opponent's hand. That, to me, is the better ability there. And you get to do that twice. You get to rip a card out of their hand, but they do draw a card, so there's no card advantage lost, but you can't take the 2 best cards and just say, fuck it. I'm trying to think. Do we think this is a Janemba or a Pycon-based card? The putting cards at the bottom of the deck, or the kind of ripping stuff out of the hand thing, seems kind of like a Janemba, but I honestly want to say it's a Pycon. Just because I think it'd be cool to see Pycon get some awesome support. The background doesn't exactly look like it would be a Janemba background either, but, I mean, I guess that's kind of just a little too much speculation. Then we've got for green, it's a 10 cost, specified green of maybe 4, 40,000, double strike, counter. If a card other than your leader card is battling, negate the counterattack skill, then play this card. So, play it for how much, though? If your leader card is mono green or a black Demon Realm race card, and you're activating this card's counter skill, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 7. Wow. So it'd be a 3 cost to play. That's disgusting. If your leader card is a black Demon Realm race card, treat this card in your hand as it had no specified cost. So, it's a green secret rare that basically says it's for black Demon Realm race. I don't really get that. I mean, it does say if your leader card is mono green, so that's fair, but the rest of the effect also says Demon Realm Race this, Demon Realm Race that. So, not a bad card. But again, like it's not super. It's basically just a giant beat stick that lets you play it for 3 energy, and you can, you know, counter a counter card. So, not bad, but not overwhelming in the slightest. As far as green goes, uh, I don't know. I don't know who I think green would be. I'm trying to think of who green even is in set 12. Between Lord Slug and Turles, I want to say it's Turles just because I'd rather see Turles get some support. But I don't know, because it's supposed to be green or Demon Realm Race. So I think both of those, I think there is a, like a Xeno, Lord Slug, and Turles that are the, like, Time Breaker, you know, whatever it is, possessed by Toa or Bobbity or something. One of those black cards. So it could go either way, I guess. But again, this ability is not super overpowered. It actually seems pretty weak compared to other secret rare cards. Then lastly, we have the black secret rare. Not sure why the green specifies all the black stuff if we're getting a black secret rare to begin with, but it's a specified, or it's a cost of 8, zero specified cost, of course, 40,000, no double strike or anything, just the ultimate keyword skill. If this card would be removed from your battle area, remove it from the game instead. Well, that is something for sure. So, no bouncing it back to your hand or doing any crazy shenanigans like that. Activate main for 1 energy. Choose this card and all of your opponent's battle cards and unison cards. Send the chosen cards to their owner's warp. Okay, so the idea, the reason why it says remove it from the game instead is basically because you're warping everything out of the game, and they don't want you to be able to just add it back to your hand because so many cards that you play in black say add a card from warp, blah 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 blah. Then as activate battle for 1 energy says if you have, I can't tell if that's 3 or 5 or more energy, play this card from your hand, and if you do, your opponent can't attack with leader cards or unison cards for the turn. I mean, okay, so basically, you play him for 1 energy, and then your opponent can only attack with their battle cards. And then next turn, you can just choose to wipe the board clean. Or have a 40,000 battle card. Or you could attack with it, and then activate main. I don't know. Personally, that seems pretty underwhelming, too. Compared to other secret rares. But then again, at the same time, some of the other secret rares have had abilities that are just ridiculously powerful. None of these really seem like game changers. The secret rare for black, more or less, is just a field wipe. The secret rare for green is just a counter that allows you to play a big beater that has double strike. And the secret for blue, honestly, I'd say the secret for blue is the best one. In my personal opinion, it's the best one. Because you can look at your opponent's hand, rip 2 cards out of it, well, 1 per attack, and you can play him for 4 energy, and bounce all your opponent's battle cards back to their hand. I would say blue is definitely the best one. It's the one I would probably be the most excited to see what it actually does. Like I said, I would. Granted, now I think about it, even though blue is all about the leaders are Pycon and Janemba, blue is probably Gogeta. Now that I think about it, blue is probably Gogeta because that's just how Dragon Ball Super works. That's how Bandai works. And unfortunately, you're going to hear me bitch about it because they're going to promote Gogeta again more than Vegito. Now, Vegito has no place in this set. Fair. But I'm just tired of seeing Gogeta. But I'd rather, well, the thing is, if it's a Gogeta that allows you to get this card to your hand fairly easily, and then it's a blue Saiyan, and that just might make the card a little too much better than the others. Perhaps if it's at least Pycon, then it doesn't have as much flexibility. It doesn't give you as many opportunities to just add it to your hand as soon as possible. So, probably better if it's not a Gogeta, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Alright, so that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video here. Just a quick, short little video going over the secret rares. I still don't know that I prefer for them to go, hey, here's the 3 abilities, and then just leave us to speculate what the character cards are, because we can more or less go, okay, so blue's the best of the 3 secret rares, and just leave it at that. Black is just a board wipe, but we already had black as a black board wipe before, so it's not really anything too crazy. And green giving us a counter that's just a big beater at the end is just kind of underwhelming as well, in my personal opinion, especially for green secret rares. So I kind of prefer the way they used to reveal the stuff, where they would slowly reveal an ability over time, and we could sit there and decipher based on the tiny bit of card text. We could see what the ability actually was, and also speculate on the card's character instead of just us going, okay, so here's the card, no matter which character it is, it's either good, bad, or relatively somewhere in between. So, but we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button down below. I know Dragon Ball Super stuff has been kind of erratic here and there. We've got plans for it, but real life is kind of a little bit of a priority over that, and so probably won't see any of those plans come to fruition until, I don't know, probably January. More than likely January, but it is what it is. We should be able to go over all of the secret reveals before then, so we'll get set 12 out of the way, and then I believe the next set to be revealed should be maybe that Battle Pack set with the Android 17-18 reboot leader. Ooh, looking forward to that. With that, we're going to go ahead and get the freak out here, though, and we'll see you guys in the next video.